What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing my preview of the gargantuan game between Manchester City and Arsenal in the Premier League, with the title very much on the line again for Manchester City, just like it was in our last game against Liverpool at Anfield. Huge match. You don't need me to sit here and big up the importance. You guys know how big of a game this is. So hopefully it'll be a good game, and hopefully Manchester City can be on the winning side and we can pick up what would be a massive 3 points. So before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel. It is free to subscribe. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. 100 likes is the aim. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. And also, don't forget to check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by BetMate. They've got a £500 pot, paying up to the top 25 places for this game. £150 for the winner, and it is £5 to join. It's made up of just Manchester City v Arsenal only. You can select up to 6 players from each team for this pot. BetMate is a free app to download. The link is in the description, and it is available to anybody who is aged 18 years old or over, and it is available in the UK only. On sign up, if you use code JSGC10, you will get £10 in free bets, and you can use them free bets to join this pot for free. There are lots of other available pots that you can go and check out. They've also got fantastic games on there, including both teams to score and full-time results and everything, with lots of big prizes. It's a great app, so do go and check out BetMate. Links and details there in the description. I will speak more about BetMate later in the video. Finally, if you are going to gamble, do gamble responsibly, and when the fun stops. So on to the match info for this game. This game taking place at the Etihad Stadium in the Premier League on Easter Sunday, 31st of March 2024, with a 4:30 PM BST kickoff time. That's right, British summer time. It's back. Summer's round the corner. Thank heavens, I am looking forward to seeing some sunshine and nice weather once more in the United Kingdom. This game is being broadcast live on Sky Sports. Anyone that's lucky enough to have a ticket for this game, do enjoy yourselves and do have a great time as well. So our opponents for this game, Arsenal, formed in 1886, led by manager Mikel Arteta. Once more, we've got the Master v Padawan situation again, involving Mikel Arteta and Pep Guardiola. Arsenal currently find themselves first in the Premier League on goal difference, with Manchester City sitting in third place. Liverpool level on points with Arsenal on in second place, with goal difference separating Arsenal and Liverpool. There's only a 1 point gap between all them three sides, so very much still all to play for. Manchester City have got a worse goal difference than both Liverpool and Arsenal, with Manchester City trailing 4 goal difference on Liverpool and 11 goal difference on Arsenal. So Manchester City really could do with winning this game, because it means if we win this game, we don't really have to think too much about Arsenal. It all then becomes very much focusing on Liverpool and hoping that they're going to slip up somewhere, that Manchester City can continue to push and put Liverpool under pressure, and hopefully we can win the Premier League. That's the most simple, straightforward way. This hasn't been a very simple or straightforward season, so nothing's going to be decided for this game. I do feel, though, with it being a 3-horse race for the title rather than a 2-horse race, that I just don't see Liverpool, Arsenal or Manchester City dropping that many points. And so if any of these teams are to lose between now and the end of the season, I think it's a massive blow in winning the Premier League, and there's just no margin for error. Manchester City need to win this game. Arsenal need to win this game. Draw in this game is a really good result for Arsenal, but it's going to give all the incentive and advantages to Liverpool, and it takes the title race out of Arsenal's hands, and it just makes things all the more complicated. So the simple and straightforward way of doing it for both sides: win your games, you potentially win the Premier League, and go from there. So Arsenal's current form, they've won the last 4 games in all competitions. They've won the last 8 in the Premier League, and they've won every Premier League game in 2024, scoring 33 goals in them 8 games, including a win at home in their last game, 2-1 against Brentford, and they won their last away match 6-0 against Sheffield United. Arsenal haven't played in nearly 3 weeks since they beat FC Porto in the Champions League. They won that game by a goal to nil and progress into the quarterfinals of the Champions League thanks to a penalty shootout win. They do have Bayern Munich to focus on very soon, and should Manchester City knock out Real Madrid and Arsenal knock out Bayern Munich, these two sides will be meeting again for the Champions League semi-final. So you feel like this is a proper start of the business end of the season, which is normally where we see the very best out of Manchester City. Now, in terms of Arsenal's dangers, pretty much everywhere on the pitch, they've got a very good team. Their attack, to me, is their main asset. Players like Trossard, Martinelli, Saka, Havertz, Jesus, Odegaard, they've got some really good options. Got good options in midfield, Jorginho, Declan Rice as well. They've got a good defence too. Ben White in good form and fresh from not playing with England. Gabriel, Saliba as well. You've got options like Tomiyasu or Zinchenko or Kiowa starting at left back. To me, that left-hand side, I think, might just be the weakness that City could target for this game. We'll see. As I said, Arsenal's got a very good squad, so for City to win this game, it's going to take Manchester City to put in a 10 out of 10 performance. In terms of injury news, it's just Timber missing for Arsenal. I'm expecting everybody else to be back for them, including Gabriel, Saka, Martinelli, who all had knocks over the last 14 days during the international break, and I'm expecting them to be good to go for this match. So Arsenal, they'll go with a 4-3-3 formation. Raya in goal. They'll go with a back four made up of White on the right-hand side, and I think it'll be Kiowa giving the nod. On the left-hand side with Saliba and Gabriel starting as their two centre-backs, then Jorginho and Declan Rice in that little two-man midfield with Odegaard playing behind the striker, which I suspect is going to be Kai Havertz, with Saka going on the right wing and Martinelli on the left wing. Now, Manchester City, we're led by manager Pep Guardiola. Currently find ourselves third in the Premier League, 1 point behind Arsenal and 1 point behind Liverpool. We've won 19 of our last 22 games in all competitions. We're unbeaten in 22 games in all competitions as well. So you're seeing two very informed teams here going toe for toe. So at the Etihad Stadium, we lost against Arsenal in the return match earlier in the season thanks to a late deflected goal for Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. So they've already picked up and taken 3 points off us. We need to do the same, so we need to win this game, and I could argue that City probably under more pressure heading into this game than Arsenal, mainly because Man City must win this game, and we're at the Etihad Stadium in front of our own fans, so we need to make it count, and we need to start pushing on from here. We could do with winning every game between now and the end of the season. I think that will be enough to win the Premier League, but if it's not, then we'll just have to take our hats off to Liverpool and say, we've done this title race before, where we've had to win and go on a big streak at the business end of the season with so many big games and cup finals and things going on, that when you're able to fend off competition and going on incredible runs to do so, you've just got to respect that. And I would say that Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester City, there's a lot of mutual respect out there in terms of the quality on the pitch. We're looking at 3 fantastic teams going toe for toe for the Premier League, and that's the joy of the Premier League. It could go anyway. Man City do know what it takes to win the Premier League from this position. Have Arsenal learnt the lessons? We're going to find out in this game. Now, Manchester City, we last played in the Premier League against Liverpool. We drew 1-1 at Anfield. We did play Newcastle just before the international break in the FA Cup. We won that game at the Etihad by 2-0. That sent us through to the semi-final of the FA Cup and set up a date at Wembley with Chelsea and Manchester City. We have dangers everywhere on the pitch. We do, though, have some injury news. So I'm going to start with the positives. Jack Grealish trains, should be good to go. Ederson, he trains, should be good to go for this game. They're both in contention. Haaland got a little knock over the international break. He's okay, he's trained, he should be starting in this game. Akanji was a doubt, but it's a big bonus this for City that he's also trained and available for selection. Matheus Nunes as well, he trains, available for selection. KDB looks like he's okay and trains, and he should be starting in this match as well. We do have a downside, however. Kyle Walker and John Stones both got injured with England I've already ranted about that. Kyle Walker's injury is thought not to be too serious, but he doesn't train and won't feature in the squad for this game as confirmed by Pep, and the same with John Stones. Hopefully we'll have both them players back sooner rather than later. Both not fit enough here for this game against Arsenal. I imagine Man City will be keeping one eye on the Real Madrid game in the Champions League quarter-final for both their fitnesses, so hopefully we'll have them back sooner rather than later, and hopefully nothing too serious. So I'm going to pop up my team prediction now, and I think I would go with Ederson in goal. I'd have no problem with Ortega-Moreno starting this game if Eddie wasn't fit, but if Eddie's fit, go with your strongest team. That means Ederson starting in goal. I'd go with a back three. I'd go with Akanji on the right-hand side, Dias through the middle, and Nathan Ake on the left-hand side. And then my midfield, I'd go with Rodri, Kovacic, Foden and De Bruyne, with Bernardo Silva out on the right wing, and that could alternate with Phil Foden or De Bruyne going onto the right wing, so you can always alternate between the wingers and also into central midfield. I'd start Jack Grealish for some control on that left-hand side if he's fit to go, with Erling Haaland starting up top. It means you've got some good options on the bench for City. Doku, Alvarez, Bobb, they're the attacking options. Nunes, Lewis, Gomez, they're options in midfield for Manchester City. Not too much depth there. Lewis and Gomez also providing some defensive cover as well, along with Josko Gvardiol. I wouldn't rule out Josko Gvardiol starting this game, but I think with not having Stones or Kyle Walker available on that right hand side, and Akanji is available, obviously I wouldn't, if it weren't such a big game, I'd probably say just alternate a little bit at the back and start Rico Lewis instead, but I think this is too big of a game for City to take the risk, so I think they'll take the risk with Akanji and hope that his fitness is good to go. So in terms of my score prediction, I'm going to go for a 3-1 victory for Manchester City. Manchester City's record against teams, top teams in the Premier League this season, it stinks. We need to do something about that, and I think they will. I think City are going to win this game and going for a 3-1 victory for Manchester City. And as I said, when the pressure is on, it's normally very much the time where you see the very best out of Manchester City, and hopefully we can go and do so. We're looking for performances that we saw last season against Arsenal at the Etihad, against Bayern Munich, against Real Madrid, these big games where you saw Manchester City right at their very best. That's the standard that we're looking for. If we hit that standard, we win this game. If we don't hit that standard, we're going to drop points. It's as simple as that. Arsenal are a very good side. We want to beat them. We have to play a very good game of football. Now, in terms of my betting tips, I'm going for Phil Foden to score any time. I'm backing 50 plus yellow card points in this game, and also Gabriel yellow card any time. Finally, I think this is going to be both teams to score. Moving on to today's video sponsor, BetMate. Remember, £500 pot rolling for this game, £5 entry fee. Links and details there in the description. Remember, use code JSGC10 on sign up. You get £10 in free bets, and you can use them free bets to join this pot for free. 6 players per team to choose from. Pot code FF-MCI-ARS. My team, I'm going to go with Raya in goal, and I'm going to go with Eddie on the bench. I'm going with Saliba and Ake as my 2 defenders, with Diaz on the bench. Going with Rice and Phil Foden as my 2 midfielders, with Phil Foden my vice captain, and Odegaard on the bench. It was a tough call, that. And then up top, I've gone with Erling Haaland, my captain, and Jack Grealish, and I've gone with Kai Havertz on the bench. As I said, BetMate's links and details there in the description. Do go and check them out. That would be much appreciated. Next up for Manchester City, we play 4th place in the Premier League, Aston Villa at home on Wednesday night. For Arsenal, they're at home as well, taking on Luton Town also on Wednesday night, as Premier League games and games in general now just going to be coming thick and fast. City will be playing every 3 to 4 days from now until the end of the season. And on a final note, it really is nice to have football back after a rubbish international break. Proper football is back. Manchester City are back. The games couldn't be bigger. What a massive way to go, a move away from massive March, and we spearhead into astronomical April. Really looking forward to it. Hopefully, as I said, fingers crossed, it will be 3 points for Manchester City. So there we go. That has been the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, do leave a thumbs up. 100 likes is the aim. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you are new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. It is free to subscribe. Social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by BetMate. Links and details, they're in the description. And finally, I will be back again tomorrow for you guys with a live watch along of this massive match. So I will have the link out to that this afternoon for you guys to set your reminders for, and I will see you tomorrow for the live watch along of this game. Really looking forward to it. As I said, fingers crossed, it's going to be 3 points for Manchester City. So there we go. I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well, and I do hope everyone has a cracking weekend as well. Peace. Ciao for now.